giving you that information. The Confederation of African Football have changed the dates for our matches. The first game, which was scheduled for the Accra Sports Stadium on Friday, October 11, will now take place on Thursday, October 10th. And then the reverse fixture in Medina in Libya, which was originally scheduled for Monday, October 11, will now take place on Monday, October 14, will now take place on Tuesday, October 15. So those are the new dates for the two matches. Kindly take note. Those of you who want to take pictures, 3 minutes, please take your pictures, and then we'll...
Coach, good afternoon. Citizen Francis Abachisa Guide Sports Guide Radio. So, I would like to ask a question on the way the team has been considering goals. For purposes like when you were at Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup, you played 3 matches, you considered 7 goals and scored 5. Your second return as the head coach of the Black Stars, which is obviously your current contract. You have played 6 matches, you considered 2 and scored 2. That is obviously not a very good record. So I would like to know, does this give you a headache? Is it a big challenge for you? If it's a big challenge for you, or if it gives you sleepless nights, I would like you to work with your fans on ensuring that this doesn't replicate or repeat itself in our subsequent matches. I have 2 questions.
Yeah, a lot of good things around.
Okay. I think there's so many ways to look at statistics, and for me, to be honest, I don't really look too much behind. What was. I can also say like, okay, let's look. I was whatever German champion. I played with Ghana at the World Cup, but it's not relevant at the time, especially like 2022 was 2 years ago. It was a different team. I don't think take this statistic into to this situation now. I don't think it's relevant, to be honest. We can also take statistic that okay, we had a match against Nigeria which was very, very tough, where let's say me as a coach, I had a lot of negative things coming against me, but we still managed to qualify. We can look for positive things, we can look for negative things. So for me, it's surely about looking also at the last games we had. And if I'm very, very honest with you, we played against Mali, we played against CAF, where we really did. Angola, to be honest, we played well, but we didn't win, and so at the end it's bad. But if we take like the last 4 games, the Niger game was very, very bad, and this is what I'm looking for. And then we look for the why, and the why is I think not to concede too many goals, and discipline comes with a certain attitude among the players, and this is my responsibility to teach the players to be very, very disciplined and demanding, not only about themselves but also about the others. And this is a little bit like one of many things which I need to break a little bit. And I know it's a normal thing in the Ghanaian culture, especially like if they are, let's say, senior players. This is a senior player and this and that. No, but especially where I come from, like where I was born in Germany, it's not a topic on the pitch. It's just about to play and to coach and to help each other and to criticize each other to make your partner better. But also at the same time, when you demand from others to sprint back, to defend aggressively, it also brings demands on yourself because you can't be talking and on this at the same time you're not doing it. So it elevates every player up. And this is what I'm looking for. This is what we need to change, and this is what we need to bring into the dressing room. It's very, very important that after the game we stick to our tradition. We know we have respect for elder people, we have respect for senior players, and so on. But on the pitch, I want everyone to be demanding, to shout, to criticize, to show positive energy, to criticize in a positive way, but also to show solutions, and then also to demand a certain attitude from each and every player. And this is what was missing in the last game, and this is what we're looking for, even after training. And this is what we need to change. If somebody loses in training, I don't want to see him happy, to be honest. I want him to look for a solution, to talk to his teammate what they could have done better. And there we need to take many steps ahead, and the result will be that we won't concede as many goals as we did.
Shen from TV3. My question is based on these two players, Iñaki Williams and Antoine Semen. Had fantastic starts to the season, but mostly they've been playing as wingers. And in the Black Star setup, they are mostly used as center forwards. How are you looking to get the best out of both of them without changing too much from what they're used to in club level?
It's always a challenge with how and what position players play at the club level, and then also in an international level with the national team. It's always a challenge. As you just said it, if you just, let's say, mention those two players, maybe take Jordan also in addition, it's not about the player, it's about the team, and we have to see what is best for the team. And if, let's say, both or all of them are playing as wingers, we still need maybe somebody who plays the number 9 position. So whatever I do, I'll do something maybe that is not equivalent to the position in the team. But for me, I think the most important is the team, most important thing. And I have to, and we as the staff, as a coaching staff, have to think about the best possible solution, where we can think each of our players can harm our opponent as much as possible. And this is what we're looking for.
Good afternoon, Coach. Please, my name is Addo in Manchester, from Origin FM. Coach. Okay, Coach. My question is about some few weeks ago, we all saw ex-players being interviewed by the select committee members from the parliament. And I listened to Stephen Appiah's conversation with the parliamentarians. Two things that he said that is important to know, I want to know. He emphasized on some time ago, during their time in 2006, we had local players being called to the national team to the extent of even benching some of the senior players. He even mentioned of the likes of Sheila Ilyasu, the likes of Habib Mohammed, that they came to the squad and benched even those time, let me classify it as the big players, those that were playing at abroad. But this time around, it's not happening so. So I want to know, is it true? If it is true, then what is the essence of calling the local players? If now the quality are low, that is why when you call them to the national team, you don't give them the opportunity to play. Or two, is it because the league is not up to the standard? So you think that when you give them the opportunity, maybe the tactics that you play, it will not bring success to your tactics. And thirdly, I want to know, if it's true, then what is the essence of calling the local players? Why don't you leave them for them to continue for their class? Thank you.
Okay, I mean, like you said, it's very, very complex. At the end, every coach has his different playing style. I don't think we can compare 2006 to this year, 2024. It's a different year, different players, and I'm looking for players who can fit to the way I want to play. So for me, I said it before, it doesn't matter if you're a local player or a non-local player, and this dividing of the players, for me, I don't think it's fair. So let's say, I don't know, you say Habib Mohammed, after the World Cup, he would be called by an Italian club. Then the next day, the day before he was a local player, and now he's not a local player anymore.
That time he was playing for the local team.
Yes, but if he would have been called for Italy, the next day after the World Cup, he's no more a local player. So maybe you should call him.
He played as a local player before.
I know. So for me, the division of local player, not local player, I don't get it. Let's say Kudus is coming from Lima, and he grew up. This is where he learned to play football. So now he's playing for West Ham, so he's no more a local player. For me, I don't get it. For me, it's not like where you play; it's how you play. How you play, this is the most important thing for me. And it's not about where you play. And if a player catches my attention, then I will call him. I don't care if he's a local player or not. And there are so many things which I have to take in consideration. And the way he trains, the way he plays, the way also the other players played before. And then at the end, I would have to work, but we as a coaching team, we are looking for good players, no matter where. If they're in the local league, if they're playing in Europe, if they play in Asia, in America, whatever, we don't care about it. And we're looking just at players which fit into the way we want to play. And this is the most important thing for us, that we find those players. And surely we can always say, look about one game, but we can also say, okay, we played against Mali, we played against Central African Republic, we won. I think the first half against Central African Republic, to be honest, was not good, but the second half was very, very good, and we showed a very good attitude to come back from being behind. And Mali was very good, and so for me, it's about the good players, and not about local player, non-local player. This topic, to be honest, I don't get it. And if somebody shines, it will be called.
Since what I said,
Sorry, wait. Let's make progress, colleagues. Next question, please.
My name is Exclusion operations. As journalists, I'm Fusion operations. Now, as journalists, we are intermediaries between the fans and you, the playing for the technicals, to relay the public opinion of the fans to you. In your first 2 games in the World Cup qualifiers, marvelous performance, 2 wins and 2 games. However, in the recent qualifiers, we were winless. The performance of our key players have been questioned. They've gone on to their clubs and they have been awesome. Their performances, Kudus, Nyake, Semeno have been brilliant. But their performance, especially in Nigeria, was sort of spiritless. Now that you are coming back, and for the first time in about 2 decades, we lost in Kumasi, which the fans are not happy about. I think we need to let you know. So what do you plan on doing differently, such that you bring back the love in quotes, and then you bring back confidence? Because as I was coming here, people were unhappy with the team. They sort of not even want to watch the matches. So what do you plan on doing differently to restore confidence in the performance?
I can understand that people are not happy. It's a very, very difficult situation. But like I said before, we were in difficult situations before. To be honest, I faced a lot of negativity before my first appearance here. When I came, we played against Nigeria, we qualified. Then also when I came back, a lot of negativity. Difficult situation, we played against Mali, and we won, and it was okay. And now again, surely a difficult situation and very understandable. To be honest, I hate to lose. I hate to lose, and I was also pissed. I was very disappointed, especially after the Niger game. And the Angola game, I think we have to see it separately. We can't put it, even though we lost, and results is what counts in these sports. I think surely it should be seen a little bit separately, but because this is football.
I played in Germany in the first division. We lost to a fourth division in the cup game. Sometimes it's happened. You have chances, you don't score, and they have maybe 1 or 2 chances they score. So I want to exclude this match, but Nigeria was really, really bad. Disappointing, and like I said before, for us, it's about to bring the certain spirit which you talked about to this team. And it has to be there always, not only when we play against Nigeria or when we play against Mali or whoever. It has to be there against every team. And there, again, I'm talking about defensive discipline, to be ready to run an extra mile, to be ready to stop our opponents from creating chances. Sometimes, this is also part of football, we have to foul. Maybe you get a yellow card. I want to see this passion, I want to see aggressiveness. And this is the basis which we should have in every game. And if we have this, I think we will win a lot of games. But it's not there, and this was missing the last game. And this is surely my responsibility, and I have to be to bring the players on their toes, to bring this as a basic thing into the training, but also on the pitch. We know that they can play football, it's a combination of passion and willingness to win, but also of the tactical transformation on the pitch. And at the end, it's the players who decide if we win or not, and it's on me to bring in these players who will show this commitment on the pitch. And it's also on the players to fight for their spot on the pitch. And we will see in the training what we will do. I'm not 100% sure yet what we will do, if there will be changes, many changes or not. But I want to see the hunger on the pitch. And for me, I had a lot of talks, to be honest. I went also around to visit some players to talk to them directly, because I was very, very unhappy about a lot of players, the way they performed. So we had very, very good talks. But now it's time for action. Everybody can talk. We can talk good, and everybody can say, I want to give 100%. But for me, talk is very, very cheap. It's easy to talk, but you have to see it on the pitch. And if it happens, like in Angola, this is also part of football, to be honest. Sometimes it's like that. You try to score, the goal does go in, it happens to every team. The probability that it will happen again, if you put in such an effort, is very, very low. But I'm very, very sure that we have a high probability if we bring in these basics, passion, this spirit to defend especially, but also to be determined to win and to score, and combine it with the tactical collectiveness and to deliver on the pitch. Then we can be, I'm very, very sure that we'll win the game.
Good afternoon, Coach. I'm here. Coach, my name is Ebenezer. I work with Hot FM here in Accra. Coach, I want to know the reason why you have still maintained the strikers, the points that you have named. Because it looks like of late we struggle to get the goals, and the essence of a very good striker is to get us goals. I want to know why you maintain them, if we are the best we have in this country, or we don't have enough quality. Apart from that, I have seen one young player. You will not want to answer that question, but if I'm on my radio and one Ghanaian asked me, why didn't you ask the coach that Michael who plays for Elsbeck in Sweden is performing so well, but I saw Coach in call out to the Masters. Coach, what should be my answer? Thank you.
Okay, so on the strikers, I know that everybody is looking for goals, especially from the strikers, and I'm also looking for goals. So we discussed a lot, and we always discuss a lot about players which should be called, and we have to strongly believe that those are the best strikers we have in this country, and that's why we call them. The second question, I said it before, it's always difficult, I can understand, and he's on our radar, we are in touch, but I
excellent striker. Excellent striker, Baidoo is an excellent striker, and we see what will happen in the future. Like I said, at the moment, this is what we think. Yaki scoring, Atubao, Seminyo scoring, Bournemouth. So, to be honest, I think the Premier League is a little bit tougher than the Swedish league. This is the reason, like, why they're fourth at the moment. But we'll see what will happen in the future. He's a reference striker, and yeah, looking forward to get to know him personally.
Colleagues, last two questions and then we'll wrap up. Thank you. Two questions.
My name is Monica Mukari from GH1 TV. I want to ask you, with the current score that you've given us, what would be your measure in assessing the whole team that you've given us? What's the success that we are expecting? And also, how are you managing the emotions of these strikers or players who are doing so well in their class, but then when they come to the national team, it's a bit tougher for them. I guess they have emotions and they go through a lot. How do you manage them for them to accept and come back to play for us again?
So, I know for, let's say, general coaches, we don't have time, but I'm a strong believer that success needs time and also needs consistency. And for me, I think the best thing I can do for them is to call them, to show my trust in them, and we as a coaching staff to show our trust in them, that we believe in them, and we added, yeah, like I said, last week also we had good talks with also some of them, and I strongly believe that they will deliver. Otherwise, I wouldn't call them. It's, like I said, as a team, when we have our defensive discipline and our defensive hunger to protect the goal as like a lion, and I'm sure we'll be rewarded with goals up front.
Please, car number GE 38815. You blocked somebody. The person wants to go. So please, kindly do the harnessing.
Yes, Coach. My name is Yao James and I'm from CTFM Channel 1 TV. Some of the players that you've invited for these qualifiers, they've been involved in social issues, addressing social issues. And right now in Ghana, the present social issue is the fight against Galamsey. Let's say your players take a stance against Galamsey. Would you be comfortable with it? And this is also to Mary Asanticho, as the communications director for the Ghana Football Association. Let's say some of the players take a stance against Galamsey. What is the position of the FA? Thank you.
I think, to be honest, we have so many, and I think it's a serious problem, very serious problem, but we have to do and focus on our jobs. You know, there are a lot of things which have also distracted, maybe myself also. You know, I'm questioning myself, or I was questioning myself, okay, what could I have done better? If, let's say, I have an accident, there's nothing I can do about it. But you know, there are other things and also other distractions among to the team. And for us, to be honest, it's about focusing on Sudan and nothing else. After we win, then we can talk about every other topic. Okay? Thank you. My name.
Oh, the FA's position? On Galamsey, yes.
Well, I think we are a responsible entity, and so we cannot fold our hands when matters of this nature that concerns the nation before us. But we've got a body that is solely responsible for events of this nature. The Executive Council is the body that handles some of these issues. So I cannot speak in my capacity until the Executive Council has taken a definite position on what the FA's direction is. Once that comes out, I'm sure we'll communicate to everyone. Thank you.
Hi, Coach. My name is Korunewa. I'm a friend of Otto. Coach, it's difficult to discount the Akwesi factor. Earlier you tried answering that question. Because Appiah is not just another Ghanaian. In our last 2 games, we didn't do too well. We lost on goal on home soil for 24 years, the first time we lost. We lost to DJ on the neutral ground, although we're supposed to be at home ground. So definitely must be under pressure to win the next game. We're playing against a team handled by Appiah, Ghanaian, not just another Ghanaian. First of all, former captain of the Black Stars, an assistant coach of the Black Stars for about 6 years, a substantive coach of the Black Stars for 4 years, who knows all the inner workings of the Black Stars, and currently an executive committee member of the F, who sits in our meetings. It's unbelievable. So definitely, I don't know to what extent this weighs on you. It will be surprising if it doesn't really play on your mind. The issue of Appiah.
Okay. Thank you for your question. Maybe a little side story. My grandmother passed away for a long time, was a very young. Yeah? So you've been always been our boss. She was always like, who's this handsome guy? Okay, so I mean, I have so much of big respect for Coach Appiah as even more as a human being than what he has achieved, for Ghana, and big respect for him for what he's done so far. Also with the Sudan team, they are leading in the World Cup qualifiers in a group of Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Togo. I mean, there's no way we will underrate them. They are very good. And for those who sometimes, and also the players, sometimes maybe it comes in their minds that, we play against Nigeria or we play against, no, those times are over. So I don't like us to compare, like maybe 2006, we did this, and this is 2024. Everybody can play, everybody can defend, like I said. And they are leading the World Cup group with 10 points. Nobody brings this statistics, but this is a fact. So we are very much aware of their ability and their strength. And to be honest, for me, and this is how I also made it as a player, I would always put us aside who's playing against me. Like, sometimes I knew people personally, but I have to play hard against them. And it will be the same way. Like I said, I have so much of respect for Appiah for what he has achieved in his life, especially for Ghana. But we have to put everything aside. If we play, it's about us. It's about us showing our defensive discipline, our passion on the pitch. We have good footballers, we have better footballers than them. So we have to win this game. We are very much under pressure, but we were under pressure against Nigeria those days, and also against Mali when we had our away game with me. It was the first time as a coach. And I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe the players need this. I don't know. But we're very much aware that this is a very important game. But we have to put everything aside, and this is how it works. Also as a player, you don't think about who it is or what it is. You just give your all. You don't care who it is, because it can affect you, and you have to focus on the way you want to play as a team, and the way we think we can win against your opponent, no matter who it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Many thanks to our head coach, Otto, and then colleagues. We are also grateful for